tiny little mosaics just placed next to each other and just sprawled across the entire villa.
This is honestly so cool.
Come on. Okay, try that.
What am I supposed to do?
Is that easier? Well, when you need to take a photo, you can just go like that.
Vespa rides, city guides, and a lot of, interesting food. Welcome to our ultimate Italian road trip. We're Matteo and Micha, the global expats. With our good looks and charming personality, along with our obsession with food and history, we're taking you through all 20 regions of Italy and showing you the unique things they have to offer. And we've started off in Sicily. In our previous episode, we made a pit stop at a bakery we've been drooling over on Instagram for months and indulged in a bunch of pistachio pastries that did not disappoint. Today, we reach the final stop of our journey through Sicily as we get an up-close look at one of the largest Roman mosaic collections in the world in Piazza Armerina and fall in love with the foggy mystique of Enna. This is the strangest change we've had on our drive. We're so used to having like the coast, cities, and now we are literally in basically farmland. All that's around us seems just like hills and valleys of greenery and farms and cows and trees. It's a very cool vibe. It's just so different from everything we've experienced so far.
It actually looks a little bit like where I'm from in South Africa.
That's true. It really does.
We have just arrived at Villa Romana del Casale in Piazza Armerina. Villa Romana del Casale is a 4th century AD Roman villa and has one of the best preserved series of Roman mosaics anywhere in Europe. Built in the 4th century, this Roman villa was completely covered by a landslide in the 12th century. And only 700 years later, in 1929, did a few fragments pop up that led to its full-on excavation in the 1950s. The site was declared an UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1997, and it became a regional archaeological museum in 1999. So far, there are around 50 rooms that have been uncovered, with more than 3,500 square meters of mosaic floors. And these picture anything from daily life, mythology, hunting wild animals. There are various and often conflicting theories about the function of the villa and who it actually belonged to. But a number of mosaic scenes are devoted to hunting and wild animals, and this leads archaeologists to think that maybe it was a hunting lodge, and they assume that it belonged to a ruler of the western territories of the Roman Empire. They believe the mosaics were created in the 4th century by artists from North Africa. The main thing to see in this villa is the great hunting scene, which takes up a 60-meter corridor. And it has a whole range of exotic animals being caught, such as tigers, ostriches, elephants, rhinos, and depicts them being shipped to Rome to go and participate in the games that were taking place there. You can see the animals being trapped, marched along gangplanks and onto boats, as well as being mishandled into their cages. There's also a little hunting scene which has the children depicting kind of what the adults were doing in their scenes, except it's with rats and rabbits and peacocks and smaller animals like that. And probably the most famous mosaic of them all is a group of girls in bikinis taking part in various athletic games. Not gonna lie, we did not know what to expect. However, we were not disappointed. The amount of effort that's gone into the upkeep of this area with the walkway over all the mosaics, and kind of they give you a depiction of what the villa was like back in the day. It's truly impressive. It's not something that we've come across, and we love coming across new things every once in a while that's completely different. The tiny little mosaics just placed next to each other and just sprawled across the entire villa. It's just like, it's a pretty mind-blowing. And it's just super crazy to think that 1,700 years ago, this place popped up as a hunting lodge. And then a couple hundred years later, it was just covered by a massive landslide and then covered up for 700 years, only to be accidentally discovered and fully excavated to find the majority of the mosaics still intact. So if you're in the Caltagirone, Enna area, Piazza Armerina area, it's definitely worth a visit to come and see. It's just something different, I guess.
It's very cool.
And I know I say that a lot. I kind of say something's different in every place, but I mean, that is the whole joy of visiting them. And we're going to go see the town of Piazza Armerina. However, it's pouring with rain again. Luckily right now it seems to be slowing down. But yeah, we're also running out of time, so we're going to go and we're going to head back to Enna, see what we can find there. Hopefully the fog is lifted. From what we hear, covers the town 5 out of the 7 days of the week, so that should be a surprise.
So something that's crazy that we realized driving around this area around Enna and Piazza Armerina is that there's actually road signs for snow, having chains on your tires, like having the snow tires. And we didn't realize that it actually does snow up here in the winter. I don't know why I thought that it just didn't snow in Sicily, but half these mountains right now are just covered in fog and mist, and it feels pretty cool. Very unexpected.
So we are currently in Enna. Damn it, I just stood in a puddle.
Did you?
Oh well. It's raining again. And we're off to explore the city on a Sunday. I think most of the stuff's closing now, but we should be all right. We're going to go see a multimedia experience at the castle, which apparently is cool, and I have no idea what it is. Cannot find out online. And the Duomo, and the fog and the mist. So this should be fun.
I'm going to lock you in there.
Okay. Behind me is the Church of Maria Santissima delle Visitazioni. It's a mouthful, but this is the Duomo here in Enna, built in 1309, and it is apparently in the UNESCO's sites of places of peace. I don't know all the different categories they have, but this church is in it.
Enna might be my favorite city because for 2 espressos we just paid €1.80, and normally it would be €2, so we saved a whole 20 cents. So that's not reason enough to come here. I don't know what is.
If my GPS is correct, the big castle behind me should be Castello Lombardia. It apparently has an absolutely drop-dead gorgeous view of the entire valley. I have a feeling we are not going to see the view today. Don't know what gives me that feeling, just deep down in my gut. Yeah. We are currently inside Lombardia Castle. The castle is currently the symbol of the town, and it is one of the largest medieval castles in Italy, with an area of around 26,000 square meters. Built on the top of the ruins of an ancient acropolis and Byzantine, Arabic, and Norman fortifications, it is divided into 3 large courtyards.
In the 5 minutes since we got here and it was all misty and you could hardly see the trees now, the fog is lifting and we can actually see what we're looking at.
The 13th century Pisana Tower is here in Lombardia Castle. And from here, on a clear day, the ancient lookouts could actually see the sea. Come on. The Lord is watching over us.
Oh. And God has opened the heavens.
Jeez, look at that town's coming up.
Whoa. The sky is clearing. That's insane. We couldn't see anything when we entered this place. It was just gray, misty, foggy, and now that we're at the top of the bell tower, the clouds are literally moving. It's like the cities are being revealed to us slowly through the mist. It's crazy.
You know, as much as the rain and the mist and everything can get us down and stop us from seeing places, came inside and there's not a single soul here. And as we climb this tower, everything just opens up to us.
But I think we only had it for a few minutes because now it almost looks like the mist and fog is covering the cities again. But at least we got to see it for a few minutes. This is honestly so cool.
It's very rare that you actually get to see things completely by yourself. I think it's because Enna, first of all, is like in the middle of Sicily, and Sicily in the cold is not really the most visited place, so I feel like we kind of hit the nail on the head in a few ways today.
You see its beauty in a different way.
So, Erice or Enna?
Oh, that's tough. I don't know. I feel like they're both so different. Erice was very like medieval. Like I felt like I wanted to be like riding a horse through those streets like in the good old days. But Enna has like a more lively city atmosphere. That's a tough one. I don't know. They're both so beautiful and unique in like different ways. The views from both are pretty cool, but I guess we didn't really see that much in Erice, did we? We saw the coast in Erice. This is like pretty. So.
And what do you feel about your fashion sense?
I feel like I look pretty boyish right now, but I will be getting my winter clothes very soon. So, sorry I look the same in every video now. This is the only thing I have to keep me warm, so.
Just another thing to keep in mind for Sicily in October is that the times for all the museums, the parks, the towers, the gardens, everything starts to change because they're going from the warmer months to the colder months. And so the museum that we're on the way to see has gone up 2 hours. So instead of closing at 7, it now closes at 5. So planning stuff gets a little bit more tricky.
Just because it's the off season. It's not the typical tourist season, but you can definitely still go see this stuff. It's just reduced hours.
We were going to go eat some food, but now we're like, oh no, everything's closing earlier. We're going to have to start running. Plus, yeah, we managed to get a 3-for-1 ticket. And so we're going to go see, we saw the castle, we're going to go see the museum, and then we're going to go check out the tower, which by the looks of it, the fog is back in, so we might not be seeing the tower. Here's crossing fingers. We're currently on the way to Museo del Mito, and for once I absolutely have zero idea what this museum's about. It's called a multimedia museum. On Google you can't tell, and there was a whole bunch of Italian pages which I didn't have time to read, but let's hope it's cool. We already paid entrance from our other ticket, so let's see what there's to offer. So in the Multimedia Museum, it's a 3D drone flight of the area. So you can look around and see everything. That's why Michelle looks like such a clown right now.
No, just because I can't see you doesn't mean I can't hear you.
and she created Oceanus and Cronus, the heart of time, and the giants. Then came the age of the gods who looked like men, the Silver Age. And then even the air was ablaze, and the waters froze.
That was really unexpected and very cool. So we did the VR, they have a VR set where you fly over Enna on a clear day. So you actually get to see what the valley looks like, and you fly over the castle and all the land. It's really cool. And then the other room was like, kind of like, I don't know how to explain it.
It is a Greek mythology story of how this area is related to Greek mythology.
Yeah.
And big plus, we didn't have to read a single thing. I'm sorry, I know it's lazy, but sometimes museums have too much to read. This one was all multimedia, so we got to just sit and watch, and it was actually super cool. I mean, you can feel the love that they give into the city.
Yeah.
Like the love that they put into the city is, I don't know, we haven't felt that around other places. Even the castle and everything is just completely piled into effort into showing how beautiful their town and their area is.
And just like that, the rain and the mist is back.
And earlier today we went to the Pergusa Lake, and this whole region is known for its absolute like greenery, beauty, plants, animal species. And I mean, it does not disappoint. Even with the fog and that, everything's so green and lush that it's just something super cool compared to what, like, I mean, the coast is awesome. We love the coast, but it's just a complete change up. So I love that. Weather's weird, it just stops.
Oh, yeah.
If you missed our Sicily in October video, go check that out because this weather's unpredictable. So that was actually our second multimedia experience museum that we've ever gone to. The first one being the one in my hometown in South Africa about the Nelson Mandela capture site, whereby they had all four walls covered with projectors and they had all the artifacts in that in the middle. This one had 10 massive projectors inside the room showcasing all around. And I'm pretty sure it must be new because I got a feeling they're going to develop more as they go, because it was a cool story, but I feel like there's a lot more that they can work with. So I'm excited to come back here one day and see what they've developed.
Whoa, those are big steps. These are big steps. I feel like I'm doing squats.
If you walk all the way to the end of Enna, you will come to Rocca di Cerere. And there's a viewpoint here, a big rock right at the end that overlooks everything. I mean, I'd say it's 360-degree view, but then you've got the castle sitting right here for a good amount. But it overlooks the valley, town next door, Enna, everything. It's the most stunning viewpoint you can find here in Enna. I mean, on a clear day.
What's he doing? What are you doing? Why are you tying this to me?
Okay, try that.
What am I supposed to do?
Is that easier? Well, when you need to take a photo, you can just go like that. Yeah.
Thank you. You're picking Isaac Newton. It's kind of nuts. Now that we are finished seeing Enna, this is our last Sicilian city. This is our last stop to complete the region of Sicily, which is kind of crazy to think about. We've seen pretty much everything, not everything, but we've covered a lot of ground. And this is it. This is the last stop for this region.
Gonna go through a lot of emotions in the next couple of weeks, but we'll see. We feel like we've grown into Sicily.
As our journey through Sicily comes to an end, we would like to say a massive thank you to everyone who has followed us through this very special region. We will be sad to leave the island, but we couldn't be more excited to begin Region 2 of our ultimate Italian road trip. Be sure to subscribe to follow us through all 20 regions of Italy.